So we're looking at an attack, punching attack. Again, as Michael was pointing out, we're moving the wrist in its natural direction, but perhaps a little bit further than it was intended to. Todd has the choice of feeling that twist and going ahead and taking a roll, or ignoring that wrist twist at his own peril. So again, Michael is turning in beside his opponent, leading him around. Typically what we'll see is Michael Sensei will show 4 or 5 techniques. The students are watching and observing, seeing whatever areas that they want to work on. When they bow out, the students will grab a partner and they'll train. The training consists of sets of 4. It's important to notice that while the one person is attacking, they'll attack 4 times, the other person will throw. However, the other person gets a chance too. So rather than just trashing your opponent or training harder than they're looking to train, you have to keep in mind that they will get their chance to play as well. Most of the movements of Aikido are developed based on the sword strikes, the sword attacks. What we're looking at right now is a strike called Yokomanuchi. It is a strike to the temple, and we have Dan simulating a sword attack with the edge of his hand, coming up and striking out to the side of Michael's head. So for Michael's part, he treats it with a certain amount of seriousness as though he were being attacked with a sword, and then it's much easier when it's just a hand. This technique is called 4-direction throw. So as I mentioned at the beginning, you'll see folks that are training with brand new folks, training with black belts. You'll see black belts training with black belts, and you'll see new folks training with new folks. We can train at a variety of different speeds. Part of the beauty of Aikido is that as we develop, as we get stronger, as we get more confident in the movements, we're able to train at more or less full speed without too much danger of injuring one another. And that's done through a very high level of blending and concentration. So we're looking for a lot of focus on the mat. You'll see people kind of zeroing in on their partner, staying aware of them and all the movements around them. So a lot of the techniques that we practice involve grabbing the wrist. Grabbing the wrist itself is not necessarily considered an attack, but it is often a precursor to an attack, whether it is one wrist grab and then striking with the other hand, foot, or what have you, or whether it's grabbing both wrists. Grabbing both wrists is often looked at as either a multiple attack or to control Michael, to keep Michael from drawing a weapon, sword, or whatever other weapons he may have. So Rich's attention to neutralize Michael, hold him down until perhaps either another attacker comes or he can receive some backup. The throw that Michael's looking at here is called tenchi nage. Tenchi nage is a Japanese way of saying sort of heaven and earth, or ground and sky. And the concept is that while you're grounding the person with the lower hand, You are uprooting them and taking their balance away with the upper hand. Once their balance is captured, you'll see a couple of different, what we call kemi styles, are falling styles. Andy's taking a more fast-paced or aggressive fall here, showing how it can be much more dynamic. I was talking a moment ago about how we can train at a more high level of speed, a slightly more dangerous level. We can also look at just a simple back roll, which is basically sitting down, rolling our legs, and getting right back up again. So there are a number of different ways to receive the energy, and that's essentially what the person on the falling side is doing. Our perspective is that you could spend fully half of your time on the mats, falling down, rolling, and getting back up. If you're going to be spending that much time at it, hopefully there's something of value that will come from that practice. So what we see is Andy is learning here how to receive energy, how to figure out where his partner is trying to lead him, and move with that. So it's not purely butting heads, but it has two halves to the equation here.
We'll let you guys work out.